on what you want. If you're gonna be here for a while, let's say it's a frozen shoulder, you can get up on the table, but all this is a seated inferior glide. Everything feels the same. You're just, if I'm gonna be here for a while, I'm gonna get up here and just work on this. Just make sure that you don't push so hard that they start to side bend. Make sure it's actually occurring at the glenohumeral joint. So once again, she's down there, so I could just come up top, but otherwise.
And that's end range for her external?
No, that's for abduction. It's an inferior glide.
Oh, because you're coming out.
So if someone has a real severe restriction and you're going to be doing it for a while, this is a comfortable position to do it rather than, you know, the standing way. So it's just two ways of killing the same bird.
All right.
Oh, yes. All right, jump up on your back. Hopefully no one from
think that was right.
There's just two ways to kill them.
Long axis posterior glide. So we did a short axis, right? Long axis, stabilize the scap, relax this. Direction of force is posterior lateral, as always. And we're pushing posterior lateral. What am I doing wrong here? What do you think?
Your body.
Body mechanics.
She should be moving over to me. Okay, no, you're good. That was my fault. So that's a posterior glide for long axis. There's no difference between short axis. It's just another way of doing the same thing. Another way of doing short axis distraction. Scoot over to me for this one. So short axis distraction was this one, right? So we can also do the same thing. This is a buttress up here, so this is this way. This is a scooping motion, and we're just doing either oscillations or a sustained hold for our traction.
Because you're pulling it out.
And then, yeah, and I'm not just pulling, I am counter force, swooping, so that it's isolated to her glenohumeral joint.
And then is your body weight helping you too? I mean, just not really.
This is just me in a nice stagnant
Yeah.
stance, that's all. Nice neutral back. That's another way of doing distraction. Cool. So now we have a problem. So we assessed AC and SC inferiorly for this, right? That's the motions it's supposed to do. So now we're going to come over here, and maybe we need to place our finger on the AC joint. Now we get into wherever her restriction is. Ah, it hurts there. Great, that's where you're going to hang out. And then we are going to do our glide here. Reassess. Oh, feels a little better. Go a little further, reassess. Go a little further, reassess. You'll see that it's getting better if it is the source of the problem. Otherwise it won't get better. Same concept for on the clavicle for the AC joint. We put her in a position, we get on top, and then we glide inferiorly. So the only difference between this technique you just learned is how to position your body to stabilize a painful extremity in the appropriate range for this individual.
And she could have pain anywhere between here and 180, and you just would have to stop wherever
Yep.
it is. Okay.
Stop wherever you want. Stabilize. Push. Stabilize. Push. That's just learning what mechanics work for the size body that you are, size body that they are.
At what point in your assessment did you realize that the AC
The functional screen, column 2. Ow, this hurts. Okay, neck's good, scap's good, AC, all these are good. Well, all right, then you said you got hit in the chest. Well, let's try the SC. Down. Well, it feels a lot better. Great. Let me check the SC. Oh, that is stiff. I can see why. Maybe it's because of all that swelling for when you got hit. Okay, and then we work on the SC. So that's how we go from A to B to C. So that was AC and SC. Same thing. She has a problem reaching backwards, retraction. We're going to stabilize. This one, I like to use my hypothenar eminence, so let's find the SC joint right there. That's the clavicle. Fingers up because she's a female. And we're going to be working towards retraction. I could also have her slide a little bit more. I want you to, so that we can bring the scapula back. And then we stabilize.
Are you pushing inferior still?
No,
Wait,
that one was
Straight
supposed
down,
to be
yeah, straight
for
back.
retraction. We have to go anterior. We pull forward, maybe we bring this up towards the ceiling as we pull forward. So that's for anterior. No, we don't like that one, but how many people have a problem doing this? Not a lot of people, so you're good. So that's inferior, posterior, anterior for AC and SC. Good? So it's really just getting used to what direction do I want? This, that, this, and then getting your body in a position to stabilize and go through the motions that you want. Posterior. Actually, along here, let me just do inferior for glenohumeral. Inferior glenohumeral, that's for this motion, that's for this motion, right? So we assessed it here. This is her open pack position, loose pack, great. But her problem is up there. So we can do, now I can pull with my body, stay in the joint, and now I'm pushing infero lateral. And I also expect, because we're doing that structural differentiation, I expect this capsule to be tighter or more restricted, more firm than the loose pack position. But it should be not asymmetrical and it shouldn't be very restricted. It should still have some give to it. If this feels like a rock wall now, brick wall, then we need to, that's stiff and we need to mobilize up here. And then we can work towards whatever range we need to work. You could also come in here. See how my body mechanics are still sound, there's still traction, there's still a directional glide. It's just a matter of what position makes her comfortable and makes me comfortable and allows me to move freely. And that just takes practice. And then you're just feeling for, okay, that feels a lot more stiff than this neutral one. And that's why we care, because if it's more stiff, excessively more stiff, that may be the source of the problem. It's inferior, posterior. This is for internal rotation, this is for external rotation. External rotation if it's capsular. So internal rotation, this is this motion. We rest, we distract, we rotate, we position down and away, we glide. This is more firm than this.
What, having her, in?
Wound up. I expect the posterior capsule to be more wound up. She's very nimble, though. If you want to assess a restricted capsule, check out Ryan. He'll be happy to volunteer. Same exact form. This is easy to do with your leg, and for rotation, it puts you in the appropriate treatment plane. For external rotation, on your leg, rotate or rotate, depending on how mobile they are. Traction, glide.
And then, like on our checkout, for example, then or practical, whatever, and then ideally you'd ask the person, okay, let me see you do that again. Would you check it passively, or would you have them do it actively one time?
Chances are they have a passive restriction,
That's
so
right.
that's
So
what you're doing
check it
it
one
for.
more time, and you would just keep, as the PT, like when you practiced, you just keep doing it until you see enough of a progress.
If it's a true capsular mobility, so I would expect it would take a while for drastic improvement. You will get some improvement, but is it just capsular? Okay, that's gonna take a few weeks, but is there also some hypertonic muscles contributing to it? Is there also pain contributing to it? So you will see some improvements pretty quick.
Okay.
But if it's a true capsular restriction, which you assessed, yep, that capsule is extremely hypomobile, then yes, it will take a while for significant improvements.
But us as the PT, yeah, we agree to see what we've done. You check it one time passive, just kind of see.
Yep, so, okay, she's limited. Okay, oh, sorry, that hurts, my bad. Let me check this. Okay, it's stiff. I'm gonna work into this, do some low-grade oscillations. I feel okay? Yeah, good. I'm gonna do more. Are you okay there? Oh yeah, it's a little bit more. You feel better? Great, that takes care of the hypertonic issue. Now I can work on the capsule. end range grades, and then I can continuously push into the range. Then I'm done after a few sets. Well, one set, check, do some more if it works. Check again. Oh, good, we got some more motion,
Got it.
right?
Yeah. Like that wasn't lacking.
This one's more.
You weren't lacking in it, yeah. All right, that's posterior for external. For internal, that's it. Cool. Easy stuff. Let's practice.
There's nothing for the ST or any of those?
No, because that's not a choice.